Hi and welcome to this VIP class. And in this lesson, we're going to be talking about money. Once upon a time, I was horrible with money. I didn't know how to save. I didn't know how to budget. I didn't know anything about investments. I didn't know anything. The only thing I knew about money was how to spend it. But now we are, boss money queen. So now, I follow the rules of money. I learn all about money. I follow people who make a lot of money and who teach people how to make money. And I've learned a couple of things. It worked for me. And I want to share them with you. Let me know the ones that work. Let me know the ones that don't. Drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to share ideas. So what's the first thing I learned about money? I had to learn how to save first. And to do that, I have my money coming in, yes. You have $100, right? And then I decide to save. So here's the thing about saving. Don't save emotionally. Save based off of your expenses, right? So if you know that you're going to eat, you're going to pay some bills, you make sure that you have those sorted. And even if saving is a habit. It's about what you do consistently. It's not necessarily about the amount of money you're saving. It's about you saving all the time, weekly, monthly, but you create a schedule and you save. So when you save, so let's say out of $100, you decide to save $10. So the idea is to consistently save this. And then you decide, okay, after how many months you want to check out how much you have saved. So the first thing I saved for was for a watch. My auntie stole that watch later on. I don't really miss it, but it's a good story. And I was really excited. So every time I would walk by the jewelry store, I would stare at the watch and I would say, "You are mine." It took me 3 months to save for that watch. Why? Because, my parents would call, my brother needed money, my sister needed money, somebody needed money, and then I was putting their needs before mine. And so it took that long. When you're saving, you have to make sure that you're putting the money in a location where you're not going to touch it. You say to yourself, this money, this is my savings, I'm not touching it. Don't touch it. Okay? Cool. So that's it for savings. But listen, for savings, you can't get rich off saving because you're saving off of what you already have. So saving isn't going to multiply what you already have. It's just going to remove itself and be allocated to something else that you need to buy or you need to, acquire. So saving is not your pathway to riches. Forget about it, okay? If you want a pathway to riches, then we're talking about investing. But before we go to investing, let's move on to the next thing, which is budgeting. I never used to budget. Budget? What's that? But then I learned on my entrepreneurship journey that if you want to be super successful, you want to be super rich, you have to learn how to budget and invest. And so here's what I did. I learned this from my mentor, and he said basically, when you have your budget, you have your needs. This is like super basic, like money laws for dumb people, like money laws for 5-year-olds. Okay, so you have your needs. And then you have your bills, you have your business, right? And then you have your savings, yes. You budget for your savings, okay? So that when the money is coming in, you have your inflow, then you subject it to this budget. And my budget is in percentages. So you can decide that you want to have your needs at, let's say 50%. Right? And then you have your bills. So needs and bills, they're somewhat like the same thing, but let's go on. This is just an example, right? So your savings, let's take your savings as 10%. Then you have business, 20%. Then another 20%. So when your money comes in, you subject it to this budget, and you know that you're not going to spend more than 50% of that money on the things that you need. So let's say you want to buy the new iPhone, and the new iPhone is super expensive, right? So what you want to do is save for it, right? Or you continue to build your business such that you gain enough profit, and then the profit makes more money, and then you spend the first generation of your money or the second generation of your money, okay? So This way, you spend within your means. You're not going overboard, such that, for example, your salary comes, and say your salary comes 1st of March, and by 10th of March, you're already broke and you're waiting for April. And then all the most important things that need your attention cannot be attended to. Why? Because you blew the whole damn thing at the beginning of the month. You need a budget so that way you create this discipline. Okay? Now, for investments, you saw right there that you budget for your savings. I budget for my investment as well. So that, you see, these things, it's about habit. I've lost some money investing, learning how to invest, but that's okay. I budgeted for it. So when the money disappeared, yes, I was sad. But when I first found out about cryptocurrency in 2016, right? So, we didn't know then that we could just directly buy from the exchanges, and then there was only Luno, and Luno was the only platform where we could buy cryptocurrencies, and then it was only Bitcoin and Ethereum that we could buy. Like, at that time, Binance wasn't a huge thing, and then we could only buy with Stanbic IBTC card. It was crazy, but I mean, thank God now we have Binance. You can easily do your KYC and buy crypto based on whatever you have. If it's 10K, 50K, 500,000, 1 million, you're good to go. So your investments, right? I budget for my investment, right? And let's say your investment is 10% of your cash flow, right? 10%, you invest 10% consistently. Is the habit that counts, remember. So this 10%, your investment could be in crypto, gold, land, bonds, mutual funds, etc. Okay? This is not financial advice. This is simply me sharing my experience with what I've learned about money, what's working for me. Okay? So if you try it out and it doesn't work for you, you can go and learn someplace else and try it out and see if that works. Okay, cool. Now, the idea here is that you want to multiply your money. Okay, if we use Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant over here, okay, you have the employee, then you have the self-employed, then you have the big business, right? And then you have the investor. Here is your money making more money, and this is so juicy. Here is, you have people making money for you, and here it's you making money, and here is your time making money, and that sucks. So when your money is making money, it's so juicy, it's so sexy, because you already done the work and now you're spending the generation of your money, so it's easier on your pocket to spend that money. Okay, and this is where people get rich, super rich. Okay, so now the thing about investments is that there is a learning curve, right? You start from here and then you learn your way up. So at the beginning, you lose a lot of money and you're sad. Okay, but don't give up, because as you keep learning, you start to make more money, and then you have a happy face. Okay, so that is a learning process. In the beginning, you're trying to find your footing, you're trying to understand how does cryptocurrency work, what is cryptocurrency, is Bitcoin the only cryptocurrency, or there are like thousands other cryptocurrencies, wow, I didn't know that. And then you're trying to understand what is the blockchain, like I have contracts, and now it's NFTs, what is that, mint NFT, what is minting, how do I do that? That process will make sense only when you're in the game. And when you're in the game, you don't really know anything when you're just starting. So you are going to lose some money. That's why you should budget for that money. So your 10%, you know that 10% is plus or minus. You may get it back, you may lose it, but it's part of the process of multiplying your money. Because listen, you lost the cash, but you gain experience, you gain knowledge, you gain what not to do and what to do instead. That's valuable knowledge that cannot be taken away from you. The cash will come back, okay? And the knowledge remains. So prepare yourself in this game of money that you're going to lose some, you're going to win some. But if you stay on the path of knowledge, that's why you're watching this video, learning, the basics of money, laws of money, investing, savings, right? So you know that on your journey to making loads and loads of money, be prepared to lose some. And that is part of the learning process. What else do you need to know about money now? 10% of what you earn is just to keep. Pay yourself. Do what? Pay yourself. So if there's one thing you never did or you were never doing before and now I charge you to start building the habit, that is to have a budget. It doesn't have to be so complicated. My budget is super simple, super straightforward, and I have an app. So for your to track your expenses, it's always good to track your expenses so that you know where your money is going, and then if you need to make adjustments, you know where to make adjustments. You know how much is coming in, you know how much is going out, and you can track those impulsive decisions that you make and you spend money and you shouldn't. You're able to monitor that and you're able to, reduce the rate at which you do that. So I use the money tracker. This is an app. It's super simple. You just insert your inflow, your income, and your expenses, and then there are labels there to say what it's for. Is it cash? Is it card, bank transfer? It's very simple to use. And then for your investment is Binance. So all you have to do is go to Binance, download the app. Before you download the app, right? I'm saying Binance because that's what I use. There are several others. There's crypto.com, there's Coinbase, right? I use Binance, so I'm telling you about Binance. Before you get the app, go on YouTube and search Binance, how to use Binance, pros and cons of using Binance. There are several videos put up there where you can educate yourself and you can learn, okay? The videos are not that long. You can just binge watch the videos the same way you binge watch your Netflix shows. You're capable, you're already doing it now. You're simply doing it for your money. You're doing it for your wealth. You're doing it for your generation. You're doing it so that you can be filthy rich. So transfer that attention that you put on Netflix and put it on learning how to multiply your money using cryptocurrencies, okay? Cryptocurrencies are here to stay. Anybody that's telling you that, oh, you're not sure, crypto bubble, XYZ, that person is a loser. Don't listen to them. So, hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.